There are people that have been friend zoned in this. It's not really them. It doesn't look like it to me.
Emily's been friend zoned. She hasn't even been friend zoned.
She's been enemy zoned. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Memory Ash. We're going to be watching Married at First Sight, season 17, and reacting to it here with you.
There are no couples left, so I really don't know what we're going to be reacting to.
Yeah.
Who said the thing about what's her name?
Somebody said that Chloe, the new wife to be, is a... What was it?
She shops at J. Crew Factory.
She is a J. Crew Factory while he's like Runway.
Yeah.
Michael is Runway,
yeah,
or whatever,
that's true.
which is such a perfect description of that pairing.
That made me laugh.
I mean, maybe they'll get along well in their personalities and interests, but I don't know.
As an avid prior J. Crew Factory shopper, I concur that looks like where Chloe is getting, or Loft, Ann Taylor Loft, maybe. You're
actually professionaling it up right now, because usually around the house you wear you wear shirts that have like zombies and stuff on them and like weird things.
I got dressed up for you all.
Mushrooms.
Didn't do my hair though.
Yeah. I'm not sure how the edit is going to come out on this one because, like, every other time we post something, Lifetime is trying to copyright claim us. So
here's the deal. We don't even make money from this, right?
Yeah.
We do this for fun. We do this for, like, fun times and to, like, hang out with people and talk about the show with people, you know, and have that interaction. And Lifetime has decided that they're going to copyright claim every video we make about this show, regardless, even though we're making no money. So if at any point in the future we made 10 cents off of this, it's Lifetime's 10 cents now.
Yeah.
Assholes.
And they hunted us down because we passed the initial copyright for like 4 days. And then as soon as the video started doing well, suddenly there's a copyright on it. And I'm like, what? And by well, I mean like if we made money on it, it would have been $1. Yeah. That's how well we were doing on that. So like, you know, that's cool. So we're gonna have to think about that.
All that to say, like the video, subscribe if you want to see more of this. I don't know. We'll see. For now, we'll just like let Lifetime continue to put the effort into copyright claiming things that are making no money. Let's do that.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know if they care about any of this though, because we've got more malarkey to watch. Everybody's saying this is a garbage dumpster fire season. And
it's horrible.
It really feels like it.
Are they going to stop the show after this? Because like, how do you persist?
They won't. Because if they're getting viewers, it's all that matters.
They have to change something about the show.
All they need to do is get viewers.
But I feel like people are probably going to drop off because this shit is madness.
I would drop off.
Like, no, you wouldn't. You told me you were excited to watch this episode.
Well, no, that's because, and people need to understand, we watched like 11 episodes in like less than a week, and it was a lot.
Yeah.
Okay?
And you were over it?
I was over it.
I was over it, too.
And then I edited some videos, and it was like, I was staring at this stuff for way too long.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, let's just get going, honestly. We're in the middle of an ice storm.
I love how they're still showing us the original people. Like any of them are still participating.
The journey on love. None of this is love.
We have one solid couple left, and one that's on the brink.
I'm gonna need a procedure done on my heart.
And super pumpy music. I'm gonna need a procedure on my heart. What?
Emily and Brennan.
The worst couple of all time, Emily and Brennan.
I don't know what is going to get through to him.
Nothing is going to get through to him.
He doesn't want to be gotten through to.
No.
Chloe and Michael.
I really don't understand how they matched these people together. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look at the faux fur, though. I feel like we have that.
We do.
That blanket.
It's from Costco.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a good
blanket.
Our
dog loves it. It smells like dog balls.
Yeah, it does. All the time.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know what the worst case scenario kind of...
I wonder where he gets his glasses.
He doesn't know what the worst case scenario... The worst case scenario is being matched with Brennan. It is.
That's true. That would be my worst case scenario for sure. He's just rude.
Brennan, do you trust Emily?
No, because he's untrustworthy. So why would he trust someone else?
Yeah, it's a classic.
You know what I
mean?
Like
projection. Yeah.
I still think he's cheating. No one's going to convince me otherwise.
It'll be on the postseason you'll find out that he was like,
Creeping.
Creeping, yeah. To use an old school term.
Mm-hmm. Good morning. It is the morning after.
She thinks she's going to get a normal person. She's going to get Michael.
Michael's really nice, though.
He's nice. Also, like 10 years ago, I probably would have dressed like that. And I would have been excited to get Michael.
Yeah, because you can like be like preppy or whatever and still be into people that aren't.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Although all her friends also look just like her.
I'm not going to pass judgment until shit goes down.
I will.
Okay. I'll get riled up, but I'm not like pre-riled. I'm hoping.
I'm pre-riled. and coming into
We know
this
you're pretty riled.
Terrarium building.
So Austin friend. So that's one thing I read was that people said that Austin's friend zoning. I don't. Becca. Yeah.
He just reached for her hand. I don't think that he's friend zoning her. I think
He's not DTF.
It's also possible he's a little bit more on the like asexual spectrum.
It could be.
There's
yeah.
nothing wrong with that. Because he said
That's
it's been an
absolutely-
issue in previous relationships.
Yeah, like he wants a partner, you know, somebody to do stuff, somebody to like be sweet with, but it doesn't mean he's just like rearing to go, you know.
It also doesn't mean they're not doing stuff.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Look at his little T-Rex arms. I don't know.
It's possible he's also waiting until they're officially married and they both say yes. It could be a thing where he doesn't want to have sex and then have her be like, no, I'm not into it, or him be like, no, this isn't gonna work, you know.
Yeah.
You know what? I retract the question.
I mean, he asked her what she was into.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I don't feel like he's friend zoning her.
There
I
are
don't
people
agree.
that have been friend zoned in this. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not
it's
really
not
them.
them.
It doesn't look like it to me.
Emily's been friend zoned. She hasn't even been friend zoned.
She's been enemy zoned.
Other heart arrhythmias, you can kind of get by with just medication, whereas this one, unfortunately, I really just don't have a choice.
That's what makes me think it's not like myocarditis or POTS, because he's clarifying right here.
That's intense.
Yeah.
Wow, they're really swapping fast between them.
They're trying to get to the wedding people because this is all
No
nothing.
one cares, yeah.
Brendan's gonna be a dick again. Like,
Always.
am I clairvoyant?
He's so uncomfortable. I would not be living in that apartment with him.
No, absolutely not.
I'd be out.
How do you feel about last night?
You're a dick. That's how I feel about last night.
She's becoming more and more speechless, I think. Like, what is she gonna say?
Yeah. He's pushing her so far that, of course, she's not going to maintain her cool constantly.
Yeah. She's so great at even recognizing. She's like, I snapped a bit, but it's really hard when somebody won't talk to you and you're married to them. And that's absolutely accurate.
Fair.
Like, again, I can't blame her because
No.
at a point you're responsible for your actions, but she is being pushed there by him.
Like, I'm not trying to hurt you. Like, I'm sorry if it...
He's also like he's not taking any responsibility. And so I actually hear him in a way, maybe he's being honest, he's not trying to hurt her, but he doesn't care if he does because he cares more about himself. I think that's what I'm hearing here.
He cares about how he looks on camera.
Yeah.
And it's to the point where then he's like stale bread on camera. Like he has no personality, nothing.
He's also being like, you didn't feel supported instead of I didn't support you, because he's not supporting her.
Write a note to our younger selves. You ready to go do that?
Okay.
He's just like, I don't even want to watch him. I dislike him.
He makes me
so
mad.
much.
I don't want to see him on screen. Yeah, I
Right.
agree.
And I'm sure in another situation he's not this awful. Like I want to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, I hear you.
But this is not. I don't know why he's forcing himself to continue on this. He doesn't seem to give a shit about anything that he's doing. He doesn't seem to give a shit about her.
My hand hurts. I was on a roll.
You want to go first because you're on a roll?
Sure.
Parents of kids in athletics.
Yeah,
are not
that's actually
always
common.
like the best.
You have like a couple types, and there's like the super awesome, like go get 'em kind of person, and there's like you're doing this, don't quit, like don't be a baby kind of crap, and that sounds like what she had.
Definitely not saying that from personal experience.
Even at your age, that was always on the forefront of our minds because we like to have a plan and know exactly where we're heading.
He's winging it. This is like Gollum and.
What do you do? What do you? Why?
He said we. Because he's like Brian and Gollum. Okay.
Well, it's like his self now and his former self.
I know. We don't want to be married to her.
I didn't have to do that. I could have enjoyed life, I think, a little bit more.
He could enjoy life now. He's like so close to learning life lessons so many times. And
Close.
He drives right past him. You know, like when you're on the highway and you miss the exit, like, wait a second. No, let's keep going.
No.
No, because you do tend to worry a little bit. And I was like, okay, you're right.
I don't blame her. But it's funny how like every single person when they're filming themselves just you can tell she's looking at herself, because if she were looking at the camera, you'd be making eye contact with her.
Yeah.
You know, so she's looking at herself.
I try and do that at work. I don't look at myself. I look at the camera.
Yeah.
I don't even look at the person. I look at the camera.
Yeah, that's hard. That's why you're so much better making eye contact when we're doing this stuff.
Yeah.
I suck at that with my parents because I try and look at my
I
parents.
think it's why I interview better remotely too. Because I stare straight at that camera.
Tips for
Straight at that
interviews
camera.
right here.
Yeah.
Stare straight in that
Straight at
camera.
that
Even if it's
camera.
uncomfortable,
Yeah.
do it.
And make normal people facial expressions.
And don't blink.
Okay, don't do that.
Don't blink.
Okay.
Alright, sorry.
Oh, Espelon. Love Espelon.
I wonder if
Oh,
that's
we
a
didn't
gringo
clap
tequila.
at all. Is that going to be hard for you?
Oh, no, it's fine. You yelled, oh, Espelon when the Espelon came on, so I think that'll do it for me.
We are in a much better place.
Are they?
No,
No,
they're
they're not.
not. They're not in a better place. They're in the same place wherein he basically pretends like
Yeah.
she doesn't exist.
Yeah. I would love Claire to be like, you could get a divorce.
Because they really could.
They could. Don't torture yourself.
Have to stay positive. Yeah, because that's who I am. I am an optimist.
It's like she has to remind herself,
Yeah.
I'm an optimist.
I feel so bad for her. Is it just the two of them? Well, because Cameron's sick, and Orion is, I don't know, he's lurking in the background waiting to get his 5 minutes back. He's not hanging out.
Lauren's crying in a corner
Oh,
somewhere.
God. Oh, God.
Poor Austin has to spend time with that jackass.
I know, right? I bet he's thinking that. He's like, yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, we make out. Farther than all of us.
See, they're making out.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
friend zone happening.
You don't make out with people you're friend zoning.
And that's,
About it.
dude, that's the thing.
I think he is, like, maybe he's a little bit more on the asexual spectrum. The way he's even talking about it, he's like, yeah, I just need to make more of an effort. Because, like, for him, he's happy.
Yeah.
He's making out with his wife and, like, they're hanging out all the time. And he's like, wait a second.
Yeah. I think he's a little nervous, too.
That could be. You build it up too much, maybe. Look at that shirt he's got.
And that jacket, that trench.
Yeah, dude.
I'm a sucker for a jacket.
He's almost got, like, a Silent Bob thing going on over there, you know?
I admire it because I think sometimes I can be really negative.
She does seem to be a negative person.
Claire?
Claire.
For all our lost peeps out there.
Claire.
We watched every episode but the last episode.
That show's such a trash show. Well, Emily's crying.
I think she's a very, like, empathetic, like, nice
I
person.
can't believe they gave her... I can't believe they gave her Brennan.
It's almost like they gave her somebody that she could fix or something,
Right, it's so
who's like
rude.
emotionally dead inside instead of
No.
finding somebody who would be a healthy match for her.
She needs someone
Like,
who
I don't know.
can, like, match that and is
Yeah.
as kind and sweet as she is.
And they did not do that.
No.
When you say your vows, like in sickness and in health, like you
It is really nice that she keeps checking in on him.
It is really nice, yeah.
Because that isn't,
She's
like...
a caring person.
She is. It's weird because she doesn't
Yeah.
feel that
Yeah.
caring, but then
she's
her
almost
actions
like logically
are.
caring
Yeah.
more than it is like she doesn't seem like a very emotional person in a lot of ways, and I don't mean that in a negative way, but she's
Right.
she says a lot of the right things, and she thinks I think very kindly.
I think if she was just a little, if she let go a little bit, I think they could be good.
They should at least try to make out once.
Just one time.
Yeah.
But she doesn't want to. He would have.
Yeah.
He was in.
On your head.
Oh my god. He's got the crown on.
Michael.
He just shows up. He barely knows any of them, but
He has a heart like etched into the side of his head. You
yeah.
see that?
Oh yeah. Because he's here for love.
He is
you
here for
know?
love. I really like Michael's style, but he does come off as a douche.
Yeah.
It's not getting any better for me. Like the suit and the mesh top and like the layered gold jewelry.
I hear what you're saying, and I feel like you can present however you want. It's really how you act. And I was almost more afraid by his very cool demeanor and stuff, and the way how intentionally he communicates. But he's a guy that seems to have quite a few healthy perspectives so far. And I have some, I don't know, maybe he's not perfect, but so far I'm okay with him.
I really like his style and all of it, but there's something about it that, like, if I met him on the street, I'd be worried that he would be very, like, self-centered.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to talk to him. Yeah.
Right. But I really like it at the same time.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to steal his hairstyle. Like, I'm not going to lie. Because, like, he and I have very
Yeah,
similar hair.
yeah, you do.
Like, I could do what he's doing
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
but you have a professional.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Your job would be weird about it.
I don't think they could actually
Really?
be weird about it. Yeah, they changed everything recently, and now
Oh.
we're allowed to present however we want,
Like
basically.
fucking tattoo on the neck.
I don't know about a neck tattoo.
I decided
But,
to
like,
start with the neck.
I could have that hairstyle if I
Okay,
wanted.
interesting.
The wedding is on Saturday, and I would be very honored if you guys would be in attendance to support me. And
Oh, I like that. They're going to be at the wedding. Maybe.
So
Brennan's
the only
like, no, I don't
The
wanna
only
go.
couple that's a couple won't be there.
Yep.
I liked it because he's already done this. He's technically met them before. Like, Chloe's sequestered off and not able to talk to anybody.
She has no one.
He's like, hey, crew, you want to come with me?
The show.
This is a Married at First Sight first, where all of the couples that are miserable will be at the wedding of another Married at First Sight contestant. And I'm calling them contestants.
It does feel like a game show, doesn't it?
So we have a lot of trust with one another, so he can speak as freely as he wants without me having to worry if he's holding back.
Brennan, you're a douchebag.
He's said some negative things about Brennan, yeah.
Okay.
In a couple of the previous episodes, he's been pretty
I don't remember, but I
solid.
take your word for it.
I trust Richie.
Yeah.
I've been making an effort to try to hug more.
What effort? What effort has this man made?
That's like he says that, but he's not.
I don't see it. It's like he sees everyone else's flaws so much more clearly than his own and is willing to give himself all kinds of leeway, but no one else.
That's a big part of it, yeah.
To see if that can help expand the emotional connection, unpack more family stuff.
Yeah.
They're always having serious conversations. None of this ever seems to help them. I don't understand why they're continuing with this show.
Yeah.
Except that for some reason this man wants to be on TV, I guess.
I don't know.
Why?
But he doesn't want to be himself on TV because he doesn't want to come off bad or something. I don't know.
In the process, he's coming off literally terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, your wife is saying she thinks you're hot. She is so ready and willing to do whatever.
The pressure, too, has got to be kind of hard.
Yeah. All these cameras, and they're like, when you gonna fuck?
Yeah. And then it doesn't feel natural.
Yeah.
I have a problem with that. If someone's like, you have to have sex right now, I'm like, I don't know,
When are people saying that to you?
Well, no, because we're dealing with fertility stuff,
Okay.
and there's a degree of
yeah.
now, and it's hard. I don't like that. I don't like the pressure of it.
Is it possible there's a rip the Band-Aid off kind of situation here? But I guess if you you don't
just have a couple margaritas.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Give me 5 margaritas. I'ma get some fun.
Loosen it up. Watch some porn. I don't know.
Sex counselor Mitch over here. Watch some porn.
I can tell that you all have this connection, and there is, on both ends, a desire for things to move forward.
What is your suggestion?
My suggestion? I think that she should try and still be maintain intimacy with him without thinking that he's going to be uncomfortable, and just create an environment where he can, if he says I'm not comfortable with this, then they immediately stop.
Yeah.
So he feels okay with it. And I think that he should maybe try and open himself a little bit more up to the idea of having more physical contact and stuff like that.
It almost sounds like, and I'm kind of feeling the same way maybe, but they both have a bit of a degree there where she could kind of don't expect
Yeah.
a specific kind of activity
Yes.
maybe, but still keep engaging because that's good,
Yeah.
and work towards that, whereas
Yeah.
he needs to maybe kind of meet in the middle a little bit.
Because she seems like she's almost afraid to even kiss him or initiate anything intimate because he might not be fully invested. There you
Counselor Ashley over here.
Yeah, there we go. I have
We're not licensed therapists.
no credentials whatsoever.
No credentials.
Right.
Oh, we have a relationship of 20 years.
Yeah, but what's that worth? Not a lot.
Here we are, getting our
I
wedding.
wish just once I would see a wedding where everyone, the bridesmaids were in puke green. You know what I mean? Or I want to see an ugly wedding. I want to see a nuclear wasteland wedding.
I don't think this is the show for that. I think they usually keep it pretty vanilla. A nuclear waste? Well, you want Fallout? Fallout wedding? Everybody's wearing trash armor?
I'm
Weird.
so sick
You
of
can do that. You
the
can have that
formal
wedding.
outfits and pink, and I'm
Yeah.
just so sick of it.
Oh, yeah,
I
she's
won't
a
be
former
doing any
soccer
wedding
player.
because I think weddings are dumb.
She's just gonna crush him.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah. Well, she got that footwork.
Yeah, dude.
That's ingrained.
She's
You can't
doing it
take that away.
effortlessly too,
Yeah.
And he can't even get it in,
No.
I wish you didn't suck.
We all wish he didn't suck, okay?
Smells like sex. Okay.
I feel like this is the opposite of removing the pressure from intimacy, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
This is a lot of pressure.
I get like having a bit of a fun like little game element, but like this isn't. But like do this.
This is a lot.
And then you have to do these things. I don't know. Blindfolded.
Maybe this will work though.
Somebody's gonna break a wrist, man. What's going on here? This is nuts.
This is a little nuts.
Might kill her. She's gonna get $1 million baby down here. You know?
There will be. Come on, you got this.
They're desperate for content, is what I'm learning. Because
Yeah.
we're watching them for half the episode.
Desperate. When are they going to have... They haven't even focused on Chloe. When are they going to have her get married? This is so dumb. They're going to get married at, like, the end.
I mean,
My boobs? It's pretty intimate.
Oh, that's nice. He said she has great tits.
He also asked if her boobs counted as an intimate thing. And she's like, what?
They're such a cute couple. I don't think that this has to be that big of a thing for them. I think they're going to get past it.
It's a weird situation to start a relationship. This is like normal. This is what the show is supposed to be, is their couple, is that, or their relationship is that like you marry somebody without seeing them.
Yeah.
It works out pretty good. There's a little bit of a hurdle, and with some like assistance from professionals, you get through it.
Yeah.
That's what they're experiencing.
Yeah.
Everybody else is
It's too much.
Oh,
Like,
no,
we
just
have
an hour.
another freaking 15 minutes left of this. Like, I don't care about these people enough to watch them this long.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, the experts. Someone needs to hold Brennan's feet to the fire.
Somebody just shake him. She's got the
Although,
red therapy outfit on
Didn't
again.
Pia try to, and then Brennan was a little jerk.
They basically fought, and then she was like, "You need individual counseling," which he does. But again, we talked about that.
Since I was last here, so
That's a great way of
He's
putting
great.
I want to check in.
They
and
always
fill
do this,
me in. I
though.
want to hear from y'all.
I used to do this in therapy too. The minute that I would get to a therapy session, everything would go away from my mind that was a problem.
Yeah.
And I would be like, everything's fine. And that
Yeah.
wasn't true, but I didn't mean it to be a lie. You know?
I just don't know where this is coming from. We had like such a good day playing soccer, so I think we're.
Oh, he doesn't want her to talk about her issues either. That's a problem. She looks mad.
He said it was so. She's hearing this too. She's smart, and she's hearing him framing everything first, and then skewing it in his perspective, and you can see those cogs turning in her head.
Well, the exercise wasn't to hug, so no, you didn't do the exercise.
Oh, Pia, dropping bombs over here.
Why don't you ask?
I feel like
He's not going to answer. She can ask as much as she wants. He's not going to give a truthful answer, so what does it matter?
Can we shift gears and talk about something positive?
That's not what therapy's for,
Toxic
number one.
positivity master over here.
She just said she doesn't know the answer. So.
What the fuck, man? Yeah, dude.
He doesn't like Pia, and he doesn't respect her.
Yep. Maybe he doesn't respect women in general. I don't know. I hate to go there, but
Yeah.
he really does not respect Pia at all.
He wants to control it so bad.
Yeah. And he doesn't care what the outcome is as long as they're moving forward and not fixing any of the issues. That's like kind of a really fucked up thing, like some people do, when it's like, let's not look at all the damaged shit. Let's just go forward.
Yeah.
You can't go forward without fixing the shit that's broken.
Yeah, absolutely. And it'd be one thing if they'd, like, already discussed it with a therapist and it'd been over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
At a certain point, maybe you do hit a time where, like, you have to move on or,
Yeah.
like, separate. But he refuses to discuss anything.
good to hear that, yeah, I feel like defensive comments, action.
She's being so careful about the way she talks too, and you can tell that that's coming from his action, and she's trying to be more and more. She's changing and getting more broken and more careful in this relationship, and it's really fucked up to watch this happen.
Because he'll jump down someone's throat
Yeah.
if they don't say it perfectly.
And
even
yeah.
if the sentiment is correct.
Yes.
You see that with Pia. She's
Yeah.
like, you don't want to answer anything. And he's like, every time? And
Yeah.
it's like, stop it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, there's no point. You're arguing semantics
Yeah.
instead of realizing that there's a problem and talking
Yep.
about it. It's ridiculous.
She tells me something and goes, oh, I don't know why I was nervous to tell you that. Like, you reacted greatly.
This man.
And he's not listening to the real important part there, which is she's nervous to tell you things.
And there's a reason. He is so hard to be around. It's hard to watch.
It's hard
honestly.
to watch.
So she feels like there's more context to be given.
I know that like Pia is the person on the show that's doing this, but I would think at this point like a different counselor would be the right choice, like a different therapist, because I don't think the dynamic that the two of them are creating is good. And even if it is mostly him, like that, he's coming into the conversation like that with her.
It's not going to fix anything.
No.
Like there's like a thing in therapy where like a therapist or an individual should at any point be able to say like, this isn't working for us. This therapy relationship isn't working for either of us.
Yeah.
And it's at the point where this show and Pia should have enough wherewithal and intelligence in these situations to be like, my presence is making you combative.
Yeah.
And like we're going to pull on another person and see if that works better.
And like, I mean, feels maybe that it's misogynistic, which maybe like having a male therapist would.
I wondered that.
Like trying that would be helpful, you know?
Yeah, as long as we're on the same page that Emily's the victim here.
Right, he doesn't seem to respect Pia. Like, I don't think he would
for whatever
get
reason, but
a different conversation from a different therapist, but he might respond to it differently.
Yeah.
By saying, hey, so we said this. We agreed on this, but now I'm thinking, just start from the very beginning, and
it's too many parameters with this man. It's always someone doing something wrong, and if they do that exactly what he said, it's not going to be right either.
And I doubt that she's done anything different. I know we talked about this, but what about we do this other thing?
Yeah.
Like, you know me, like I get really difficult when it comes to change, but I mean, I'll at least oftentimes come back and be like, I'm sorry, I was struggling with the transition or whatever.
Yeah.
And I also trying to be more self-aware of it.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, like...
He doesn't want to meet anybody halfway.
Yeah.
He wants everything to be the way that he needs and wants it to be, and it sucks.
And that's why I'm trying to be honest.
Her facial expressions. Emily, you are all of us. He feels disrespected because she's not doing literally everything he wants or something. I don't know. There's something weird going on here.
He doesn't really have any interest in taking part in this process, which is, I think, what you're seeing then. He just wants to gloss over everything, pretend like it's fine, and then walk away.
Yeah. He's so aware of the camera. He's, like, mad that it's there, you know? So he can't be himself. He's being fake as fuck is the big thing. He's putting on a performance. It's a bad performance, but it's better for him in his eyes than letting his true self be seen by the camera.
I can do that.
Upwards and onwards.
I don't like that man. Like, I'm sorry. I really don't like him. And I don't know why she continues to put up with it. I really don't.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that I'd be able to live like that. It's so uncomfortable. Oh, my God.
Yeah. No, like every day. Like,
yeah.
Awful. Oops, hit the cake.
Oh.
Good boy, Smurf.
He's being very nice.
Yeah.
He's not friend zoning her, you guys.
No, this is nuts. They seem to... There's no friend zoning here.
No. There's sexual tension for sure.
I know. He's putting on such a good show, honestly. He's doing a great job.
Yeah, he did a great job.
He did a wonderful job.
Honestly, 10 out of 10.
Why are they zoomed into it, like their crotches? You know?
Okay, well, on the ultimatum, they literally like show like
I know.
They show grinding and like butt cheeks and stuff.
And good on them for doing this with the cameras rolling, because that sounds difficult. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Like,
no, thank you. He's like, leave my home, please.
That's
that
it?
would be awkward.
That's all we got.
I think we're supposed to think they had sex. Or something. Like sexual activity. You know what I mean?
Sexual activity. Was there sexual relations? All right. Boom. Yeah, I don't know.
Brilliant.
I already said what I think. I don't know. Pia. What's her name? Is it Pia?
The therapist?
Therapist.
Yeah.
I didn't hate her this episode. I thought she did a decent job handling that situation. I do think maybe she should recuse herself at a certain point. And not because of anything she's done, but because of what's-his-face.
Brennan's difficult.
Brennan's difficult.
And if they had someone that could like make that experience. I mean, they've had 2 interactions now where it's been like aggressive between the 2 of them.
I don't know, but I also don't know that line as a therapist, like when it's too far. Because I know that there is that thing that I said earlier. It's like, you know, at a certain point, it's not working for either party. But like, is that where they are?
I would just worry personally that you're like potentially contributing to him not wanting to move forward with therapy in the future. And that to me, with someone like him who seems like he could probably benefit from it, that risk is too big
I hear
to
you.
me. So that's my concern.
If they could, they should kind of pivot.
If they could match him with someone that was a little, like, he responded to better.
Yeah.
Then I feel like they should try and do that.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Because if he had a good
They have resources, too. The show's making way more money.
Yeah.
Than, like,
absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I guess the executives got to live in that mansion, though, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean,
They can't pay too many people and have those millions coming in. You know what I mean?
They're already paying, like, 12 film crew and, like, you know?
But I don't know what the, like...
wage.
I don't know what the actual, you know, like, professional guidelines are for something like that. But I just get worried that, like, he wouldn't seek individual therapy because he's had such a rough time in couples therapy. And it is, I think it's due to his own stuff. Like, I think he's causing that, but
regardless, he's not comfortable doing it.
Yeah.
So whatever the cause is, if the effect is him not going, that would be a shame.
Yeah.
What else you got?
I don't know, because honestly, the only couple that should stay together is Becca and Austin. We saw so little.
They're doing so well.
They are doing so well.
Yeah.
We saw so little of Chloe and Michael that I have no idea whether they're going to be a match or not.
Holding off on that. Okay, next episode, sure. Like,
whatever.
Why couldn't it have been this episode?
Right.
Like, whatever.
They barely focused on Claire and Cameron because they're essentially not really speaking, and Cameron is recovering from major surgery.
Heart surgery. So I hope he gets better, and Claire's awesome. But,
Claire's awesome.
Yeah.
Lauren and Orion literally didn't show up, which is good because they're broken up and we don't need to be seeing them.
But we're gonna see them again. There were like teasers saying that they're coming back.
Right.
For some reason.
Because Orion has realized that he gave up his 15 minutes too quick.
I think Lauren would just be happy, like, moving on with her life. I don't know. We'll find out, though.
We'll find out. And then Emily and Brennan are terrible. And honestly, Emily should run away. And Brennan probably should seek individual therapy with someone that he's not going to fight with the entire therapy session.
Yes. The end. That's our take.
It's like he demands respect from people and provides none.
Yeah, that's
and I'm like,
such bullshit.
What is wrong with you,
And he keeps on
bro?
saying that he wants respect, he wants respect, he wants respect. So he will not provide respect for anybody.
You got to give that.
You get what you give.
Right.
And honestly, he's getting a lot more than he's given.
He's been so disrespectful to Emily and Pia. It's like, why would he think that they're going to give him respect back? It's so
Actually,
weird.
at this point, we see him disrespect all the women.
Yeah.
All the women he's around, he disrespects. And that's just the pattern I'm seeing right now. I'd be curious to see if it extends past that, but he's okay talking to men, not to women.
It's weird.
That's what I've seen.
I don't get it. I really don't. I don't understand him at all.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
This season, what is happening? What's happening?
If you want to watch more with us, like, subscribe.
Yeah. New season of The Bachelor's coming out, so if you're interested in that show, we're going to start watching that.
Well, you said Bachelor Mondays?
Monday.
Bachelor Mondays, and then in a couple of weeks, it'll be Love is Blind.
So excited.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
Or you can watch Love is Blind Spheria, which we aren't recording, but...
Yeah, watch Love is Blind
It's
Sweden,
the
please.
same exact stuff, but they're
so
Swedish.
Good.
It's kind of fun, honestly. I'm excited
I love
for
it.
that one.
I'm excited too. I can't wait.
All right.
All right. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Then I got it knocked, and I started going,
Ridiculous.
oh, that was a tearjerker.
Hey, we're going to go on a cruise this summer. You should come with us.